Let's take a moment and remember our unsung warriors. Matangini Hazra, who was born on 19th October 1869 in Hogla village, West Bengal, she was also known by the name Gandhi Buri, Bengali for Old Lady Gandhi. Being Mahatma Gandhi as a source of inspiration, she became interested in Indian independence movement in 1905. She participated in civil disobedience movement when she was arrested for breaking the Salt Act in 1932. She was released but again arrested when protested against Chowkidari tax. On 29 September 1942, she led a procession of approx 6,000 supporters towards Tamluk police station. Even after being shot by the police, she didn't stop. Now, let's know about Begum Hazrat Mahal. Begum Hazrat Mahal was born in 1820. Her place of birth is Faizabad, located in Awadh. She was also known as Begum of Awadh. She was the second wife of Nawab of Awadh Wazid Ali Shah. She is known for the leading role she had in the rebellion against the British East India Company during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. So now our next unsung warrior is Aruna Asaf Ali. Aruna Asaf Ali was born on 16 July 1909 in Kalka. She was popularly known as the Grand Old Lady of the Independence. She is an active participant in the Indian independence movement and is widely remembered for hosting the Indian national flag at the Gowalia Tank Maidan, Bombay during the Quit India movement in 1942. Poti Sriramulu is one of the unsung warriors. He was born on 16th March 1901. She was born in Guravya and Mahalakshmama in Madras state, which is presently a part of Andhra Pradesh. He was famous for the formation of the state Andhra Pradesh. Mahatma Gandhi once said that if I have 11 more followers like him, I will win the freedom in a year. He was also a member in Salt Satyagraha and also actively fought for Dalit rights. He fasted unto his death to demand for a separate Telugu state. PM Nehru announced the formation of Andhra Pradesh just after 2 weeks of his death. And here is our next unsung warrior, Bakaji Rustum Kama. She was born on 24th of September 1861. She went to Paris where she, along with Rana and Mancher Shah Bajoji Godrej, co-founded the Paris Indian Society. On 3 August 1885, she got married to Rustam Kama, who was the son of Khalshed Rustamji Kama. Her marriage was not a happy marriage. She spent most of her time and energy in philanthropic activities and social work. On 22nd August 1907, she attended the Second Socialist Congress at Stuttgart, Germany. Accompanied by Jahangir, she arrived in Bombay in November 1935 and died 9 months later, aged 74, at Parsi General Hospital on 13th August 1936. Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay was born on 3rd August 1903 in Mangalore. In 1926, she became the first Indian woman to run for political office. She was competed for a seat in MLA but lost by 55 votes. In 1923, she enrolled as a member of Congress Party. She wrote 20 odd books. In 1982, she wrote her last book named Indian Women's Battle for Freedom. Now, let's talk about Rajkumari Gupta. She was born in 1902. Her place of birth is Band Zilla of Kanpur. At the age of 13, she got married to Madan Mohan Gupta, who participated in the activities of Congress. She had once said, "We were Gandhians from above. Underneath, we were revolutionaries." She secretly began to support Chandrasekhar Azad by carrying messages and materials to revolutionaries. Is the another unsung warrior, Sucheta Kriplani, who was born in 1908 in Ambala. She was elected as the Chief Minister of a state of India. She became a part of the subcommittee that laid down the charter for the Constitution of India. On 14th August 1947, she sang Vande Mataram in the independence session of the Constituent Assembly a few minutes before Nehru delivered his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. She was also the founder of the All India Mahila Congress, established in 1940. Panduranga Mahadev Bapat was born on 12th November 1880 in Pannar. He was popularly known as Senapati Bapat because of his leadership in Mulshi Satyagraha. He was considered blowing up the Houses of Parliament in London and took his skills to India. In Britain, he used most of his time learning bomb making skills. At that time, the focus was shifted from overthrowing Britishers to educate the population. Is the another unsung warrior. Jhalkari Bai is one of the unsung warriors who was born on 22nd November 1830 in Bhojla village, Jhansi state. Once Jhalkari Bai disguised herself Rani Lakshmi Bai. She served in the women's army of Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She eventually rose to a position of prominent advisor to the Queen Rani of Jhansi. After the death of her mother when she was very young, her father raised her. She lacked formal education but was trained in horseback riding and the use of weaponry, and she died on 4th April 1858 in Jhansi state. Jalkari Bai bore an uncanny resemblance to Lakshmi Bai, and because of this, she was inducted into the women's wing of the army. In addition, she was a close confidant and advisor to the queen, playing a key role in the analysis of the battle alongside Lakshmi Bai. Thanks for watching.